What's up, y'all? It's Adam Richman coming to you from my home in Brooklyn, New York.
Hey friends, it's Chef Millie Peartree here.
Richard Blais here for Delish.
Hi everyone, I'm Chef Judy Joo.
Hi, this is Geoffrey Zakarian.
Hey, Delish.com people, I'm Andrew Zimmern.
I'm going to show you guys all how to make my favorite margarita.
It's margarita time.
And today it's gonna be Delish because we are making cocktails. One of my favorite drinks of all time, perfect for the summer. It's the Classic Margarita. We're gonna start with this freshly squeezed citrus juice. This is grapefruit, lemon, and lime. Or is it just store-bought lemonade? You don't know. It's gonna go into our bowl. We're basically working off a 4-to-1 ratio here. We're gonna add now our tequila. Okay, here we go. Only the best for you, and when I say only the best, whatever is in this bottle. I'm not sure what is in here, but we're gonna sort of just eyeball it here. It's summertime, and now I'm gonna add a little bit of our Agavero orange liqueur. I mismentioned the brand there, that's fine, 1 part, and that's gonna work. Okay, smells good to me. That's a margarita. You can just add some ice and you got an amazing drink right there. But if you've watched my segments before, the reveal, it's very cold, very cold. You know, that's normal, that's what happens. You know that we are going to take it to the next level. You know that I was gonna say that. It's time to introduce one of my favorite ingredients of all time, and it's not salt or bacon, but that is a good try. But that's not my favorite ingredient. My favorite ingredient is, you guessed it, that's right, one of you knew. It is liquid nitrogen. And here it is. This is my LN2D2 unit because I am a nerd, and LN2 means liquid nitrogen. The D2 I'm just throwing out there for all of you Star Wars nerds. And it is time to make a frozen margarita using liquid nitrogen like only Richard Blais can, or only anyone who has liquid nitrogen and the other ingredients can. Got my nitrogen. I'm gonna add it to our mixture of tequila and the orange liqueur, and of course the fresh citrus juice, and we will watch the magic happen. Can you freeze alcohol? Well, you can when you have a cryogenic fluid that's minus 367 degrees Fahrenheit. We're using the nitrogen as a coolant, because usually when you're making a margarita, you're gonna add ice to a blender, and that is going to dilute the flavor. It's gonna change things. It's also gonna be something that'll sneak up on you at the beach, right? You might ask, what is the recipe? It's basically equal parts alcohol to nitrogen. It only took a couple of seconds. We have turned tequila and the citrus juice into an absolute frozen slushy. It is tequila sorbet, or in other words, the best frozen margarita that you've ever had before.
Hi all, it's Chef Millie Peartree here. I'm going to show you guys how to make my virgin strawberry margarita. So I have no fond memories of this recipe at all. It just makes me feel included when my friends are throwing the drinks back. What we're going to do is we're going to take our blender. We're going to throw in our frozen strawberries. We're going to take the juice of 2 limes. So if you're from New York, you know about the icy man outside, and this gives me exactly what I'm looking for in summer. And then we're going to add about a cup or so of our alcohol-free tequila, and we're going to add some sugar-free virgin triple sec. This is Splash. Okay, and then we're going to get the blending. That smells good. That smells like summer. Ooh, that's a good consistency. We're gonna pour it into our margarita glasses. Here you guys have it. Super simple, easy, virgin strawberry margaritas. Let's do a little taste. Ooh, that tastes like summer in a glass.
I love making margaritas, always have. Super easy drink to make. Arguably one of the modern day cocktails that sparked a huge sea change in how we consume alcohol here in America. Put in 2 cups of ice, 2 slices of lime to garnish, and I'm going to use the rest of the lime on the rim of my glasses. Some people like regular salt, but I like this Seldon Wasana. Has a little chili and ground mezcal worm in there. Yes, you heard me right. Just a lovely condiment for all kinds of cooking and beverage making. Mint. This is my trick. It's a combination between a Southside, which was the beverage of choice at all the summertime clubs on the South Fork of Long Island when I was growing up. Lime juice, sugar, orange juice, Grand Marnier, better than triple sec. And you want to puree this smooth. My bartending skills are still on point. We want to see that beautiful space between that chili and worm-tinged Seldon Wasana, the mezcal worm salt, the glass, that stunning mint and orange infused margarita. That, my friends, is the perfect cocktail.
Hi everyone, I'm Chef Judy Joo, and today I'm going to show you how to make my super easy, super tasty frozen raspberry margaritas, and I'm so excited. And it starts out with a bag of frozen raspberries, which I'm going to put right into a handful of ice, a good amount of tequila. So basically, you can just eyeball it. Make this a bit boozy. And then half the amount of triple sec. Put that in there. If you want to, some agave syrup, or you can make a simple syrup. And then lime juice. I like it limey. That looks about right, I think. We'll see. Perfect. Let's taste. Ooh, nice. Love that. Super easy. Going to rim the glasses really quickly. Just take a wedge of lime and rub it around the tops. Regular salt here. They do make margarita salt, which is a little bit different texture. There we go. Really pretty. Raspberry frozen margaritas. You can eat them with a spoon. Yummy.
Hi, this is Geoffrey Zakarian, and I am making my favorite margarita for Delish. Everybody loves margaritas, so I'm just gonna say it's summertime here. I'm in upstate New York, so I'm gonna make a grapefruit margarita. So there's a lot of things you can do with margaritas. I like to keep it simple. First of all, you have really great ingredients, and by that I mean fresh grapefruit juice, freshly squeezed, and some slices for garnish. And instead of simple syrup, I like to use agave. I find simple syrup gets too sweet. So first thing, we have salt, because I love salt, fresh grapefruits. We're gonna take just a bit of a grapefruit, get it around the rim so the salt can stick. Salt it, you can half salt it if you want, or completely salt it. All right. To this mixing beaker, I have ice, a couple of pieces of grapefruit, and then I'm going to add fresh grapefruit juice, Cointreau. Now, 2 parts of tequila, 1 part of Cointreau, or if you want a bit sweeter, add a little more Cointreau. But Cointreau is a really delightful liqueur. Just the smell of it is fantastic. Tequila, 2 parts tequila. Basically, that's it. We're going to add just a touch of agave. If you want to make a drink, you want to be able to have one and then have another one. If it's too sweet, you don't feel like having another one. And that, especially when you have a bar business, you want to be able to sell another one too. So we're just going to shake it. Optionally, if you like, put an egg white in, and an egg white will froth it up nicely. But this is a very basic and distinct drink. It's so good, and it's surprising the grapefruit is really, really delicious. So it's very simple, great ingredients, Great product, great cocktail. Grapefruit margarita. Cheers, Delish. Is it ever?
What's up, y'all? It's Adam Richman coming to you from my home in Brooklyn, New York. Now, if you were like me, this has been a crazy time, and a couple of drinks just might help every now and then. So I'm gonna make you a margarita. Margaritas basically are tequila, lime, and some kind of orange liqueur, Grand Marnier, Cointreau, and it's usually 2 ounces of the tequila and then 1 ounce each of the lime juice and the Cointreau. Now I'm gonna play with that formula a little bit. I was lucky enough to go to the birthplace of the margarita in Juarez, Mexico. I wanna add a little bit of heat. So I have half a sliced jalapeno, and I'm gonna add maybe all of it, maybe half of it, depending upon how adventurous I am. Now I know it's not traditional, but I'm always a sucker for cocktails in mason jars. This is actually a ball jar. So we're gonna dunk the plate in the one with water, and then dunk it in the salt, rub it around, and that's how we're gonna get that classic salted rim. We're going to use the juicer, squeeze the whole thing out, and we're gonna use 1 ounce each. So now we have our 1 ounce measure of lime juice. Throw that in our mixer. So now we have this beautiful fresh squeezed OJ. We're gonna pour out 1 ounce of it, and that is also gonna go in our shaker. The rest I'm gonna drink. I tend to like white tequila. Sometimes I like reposado to sip on, or añejo if I'm really feeling pretentious, but generally I like a nice silver or blanco. So we're gonna add 1, 2, and 1 measure of the Cointreau. Cointreau being an orange liqueur. You can use Grand Marnier, there's other orange liquors out there, but Cointreau tends to be the most classically used. And we're gonna throw in 1 measure of that. Because I want to blend up a little bit of that jalapeno that I have right here, I am going to cut a little bit of it off, and then I am going to throw the whole thing with some ice in my little blender over here. We have our shaker full of 2 measures of tequila, 1 of Cointreau, 1 of orange juice, 1 of lime juice, and about 1/4 chopped jalapeno. Now I'm gonna throw in a nice old chunk of ice if it'll fit into my blender. How you doing? Ooh, baby. And we'll pour in this gorgeousness. Please don't hurt him, Adam. We're gonna garnish it with just a little bit more lime, a pretty little lime wedge right on the side. And there you have it. Margarita a la Richman. Fresh orange juice, fresh lime juice, a little bit of jalapeno, and a whole lot of love. Cheers. Oh. It's a really, really pretty color. It's so good, so tasty. I hope you make one for you and for all your friends this summer.
Thank you so much, Delish, for having me. To find more of my recipes, follow me on Instagram at Chef Millie Peartree. And to do more and find out more about my Essential Meals initiative, click on the link in my bio.
Thank you, Delish.com. More info on me at AndrewZimmern.com. More recipes like this. And believe it or not, you can get through to me on Twitter at Andrew Zimmern, Instagram at Chef AZ.
You like this recipe? Well, you can find more recipes or listen to me talk about food on my podcasts, Starving for Attention or Food Court. And if you want more amazing recipes, well, you can stay right here on Delish.com. Enjoy. I will.
Thank you so much, Delish. And if you want to find out more about me and recipes like this, please check out my Instagram at Judy Joo Chef. And if you would like to consider making a donation to the Tory Burch Foundation, that would be amazing because it is dedicated to empowering women across the world.
If you want to follow me for food content and a whole bunch more, I'm at Adam Richman. And if you want to go check out my brand spanking new YouTube channel, go to Adam Richman's Quest for the Best. If you want to support some of the causes that are near and dear to my heart, go to the Bowery Mission, No Kid Hungry, and Clear Path for Veterans. I'm Adam Richman telling you that no matter what you eat, may your life forever be sweet, and I will see you next time. But first, alcohol.